Okay guys, today I wanted to talk about a topic called stop chasing dopamine. What does it mean to stop chasing dopamine? If I'm scrolling on TikTok every single day, if I'm playing video games every single day, if I'm, listening to music for hours, if I'm constantly chasing for comfort because of dopamine, then, ultimately it's not a good thing, because when you have too much dopamine, it goes at first for example, let's say you're watching a movie, right? At first it goes above your baseline, and then your dopamine goes way below your baseline. So what happens is when your dopamine crashes way below your baseline, you feel tired, you feel exhausted, you feel like you have no energy. And throughout the day, if you keep spiking your dopamines above your baseline, it's gonna crash so below your baseline. You're gonna keep feeling tired, you're going to keep feeling exhausted. You're going to have no focus, no energy. Dopamine is important for feeling good. It's important for motivation. It's important for focus and for you to perform at your best in life. But when you keep chasing dopamine, watching porn, playing video games, eating junk food, watching a movie, watching soap, or maybe TikTok, Instagram, doom scrolling. When you keep chasing dopamine, your brain is constantly spiking and then going below your baseline. And if you keep doing that, instead of your dopamine being on a steady base or being above your baseline, it's being below your baseline. There's 3 types of dopamine level. Level 1 is instant gratification. Level 2 is a moderate dopamine hit. And level 3 is a required effort dopamine hit. So what's level 1? Level 1 is like watching porn, playing video games, listening to music for hours, doom scrolling. This is level 1 because it spikes your dopamine. At first is good and then it crashes below your baseline. Level 2 is a moderate dopamine hit. Level 2 is a moderate dopamine hit. For example, if I'm watching an educational YouTube video about English, maths, science, geography, it's educational. It's 2 because it's not hard and it's not easy at the same time. What does that mean? So it's easy to watch, of course, but at the same time, you have to focus, you have to put in the effort, and when you do that, you're benefiting from the video. If you do too much of it without benefiting it, then it can become a level 1 dopamine hit. But watching an educational YouTube video is usually level 2 because it doesn't spike your dopamine. It just gives you a slow, moderate dopamine hit. And then level 3 is delayed gratification or high effort required dopamine based. For example, exercising. When you exercise, because of effort, your dopamine goes way below your baseline. And then after effort, your dopamine goes way above your baseline, leaving a person feeling energetic, sharp, great, good. He wants to perform in life and he wants to feel the best and be the best in life. And it's actually good for dopamine regulation. Exercise is good for dopamine regulation. It's good for mood. It's good for mental health. It's good for physical health. It's good for your dopamine as well. Dopamine, that focus that you have. When you exercise, it gives you good dopamine. And when you have good dopamine, that good dopamine allows you to feel energetic. It allows you to feel focused. It allows you to feel great. It allows you to feel good. It allows you to perform at your best because of a chemical named dopamine. But in order to have that dopamine, you need to put in the effort and work hard for it. And how do you do that? Number 1, cut out the distractions throughout the day. Let me ask you guys one question. If anyone's watching my live, I don't know, or maybe after you're watching my live, I want you guys to answer one question. When you guys wake up and do what you need to do throughout the day and whatever it is you have to finish, do you believe you are indulging in scrolling TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or maybe it is playing video games, maybe it is watching a lot of movies or shows? What do you do? Do you exercise? Do you cycle? Do you walk? Do you meditate? Do you journal? Do you do introspective writing? Do you time block before sleeping? Do you do reflex ball training? Do you stretch? Do you jog? What are your dopamine levels throughout the day? That's one thing I need to ask first. Because when you're chasing dopamine, it means instead of exercising, instead of meditating, instead of doing things that require effort to give me dopamine, I prefer to do porn, video games, listening to music for hours. Anything that crashes my dopamine, that's what we prefer to chase. And it's very common because a dopamine is a source of comfort, is a source of pleasure. And our brain is actually naturally rewired. Our brain is actually naturally wired to chase comfort, to chase pleasure, to do the things that feel relaxing, that feels nice, that feels super easy, you know, and no one complains about it. And obviously it's not easy. It's hard, it's challenging, and it requires effort. But let me tell you one thing. Dopamine will either destroy you or dopamine will either benefit you. Dopamine is either going to destroy you or benefit you. What does that mean? If you do not know what dopamine is and you don't understand how to control your dopamine activities and levels, over time, you could be doing things that is damaging your dopamine receptors. For example, when you're watching porn, anyone who watches porn literally shrinks your brain. Porn damages your prefrontal cortex, which basically is responsible for memory, is responsible for making decisions in life, focus, so on and so forth. It also damages the dopamine receptor. Your dopamine receptors are important because they signal your brain to release dopamine. When you're watching porn, you're releasing such a large amount of dopamine. And over time, because it's going boom, 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 and then it's poof, it's just crashing below your baseline, your dopamine receptors, you know, they just become a lot more weakened. They become a lot more damaged. And what does that mean? If you try to socialize, if you try to exercise, if you try to study, you're going to find it so hard to enjoy those activities and release dopamine because you're so used to stimulation. Large amount of dopamine is also because you weaken your dopamine receptors. Literally, and people don't even know that, if you keep chasing dopamine, that can destroy your life, that can destroy your brain, that can destroy your mental health, that can destroy your focus. Especially destructive habits like drugs, porn, and alcohol. Like, you know, especially those habits that are so bad for your mental health and is so bad for your dopamine. It's just like, it's going to take you nowhere in life. You know, I just want to say one thing to everyone. If you want to improve in life, or if you could do one thing that would supposedly improve your mental health, improve your energy, the way you feel, the way you perform at life, the way you would do in life, what's one thing you would do to just improve yourself right now? One thing. And obviously, it's not easy. No one said it's meant to be easy. But I promise you, you know, you just have to ask yourself, am I serious about my life? Do I want to change my life? Do I want to grow in life? Do I want to become the best version of myself? Do I want to be the best? Do I want to feel the best? You know, let me tell you one thing, right? Stop chasing dopamine. Stop chasing comfort. Stop chasing pleasure. And right now, right here today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, right here today, you start exercising, you start meditating, you start going outside for walks more often, you start stepping out of your comfort zone. That's very important. If you want to have a better dopamine regulation and if you want to stop chasing dopamine, you have to step out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is going to tell you, oh, you know what, let's stay, let's play video games, let's eat junk food, let's relax. You know, it's comfortable. It's so nice. It's super easy. Let's relax. That's what your brain is going to literally tell you. You know, when you're so used to comfort and pleasure, your brain is so used to it, especially if anyone has ADHD, your brain is a lot more sensitive. Your brain is so used to it, your brain is going to tell you, stay, relax, do whatever you want to do, enjoy it, have comfort. And no one said it's easy, no one said it's not meant to be difficult, no one said it's not meant to be challenging, but you just have to keep going, you just have to keep trying, you just have to keep going at your best. You know, it's not easy, but I promise you, at the end of the journey, it's so super worth it. You know, it's super worth to keep being yourself, to keep chasing your goals by not chasing dopamine. My advice: get a paper and a pen. List every dopamine that you have, any dopamine activities you have, and according to the scale of level 1, level 2, level 3, how I've explained it to you, you can go back in the video if you want to hear it again. List it. Are most of your dopamine is level 1? Is it level 2? Is it level 3? If it's level 1, you have a problem. If it's a mix of level 1 and level 2, but it's still more on the level 1 side, then that's probably still a problem. If it's more on the level 2 and less of the level 1, that's better. If it's a mix of level 3, level 2, level 1, but higher on the level 1, that's a problem. If it's a mix on the level 2, level 3, level 2, and level 1, that's still a problem. If it's higher on the level 3 and a bit of level 2 and very low on the level 1, that's very good. That means you have a very productive lifestyle. So I want you to go on a paper and just list down any dopamine activities you have and look at it and just really see and really reflect on your life. Like, am I taking care of my dopamine levels? Yes or no? If you're not, then try to add a bit of more exercise. If you don't, stretches, meditate, reflexible training, journaling, introspective writing, time block before sleeping, reading a book, learning a new skill, growth block session, walking outside, cycling, socializing, meeting new people, exploring, doing new activities, learning a skill, finding a job. Find something to do. Find a hobby and a routine to do. That's not good for your health. That's not good for your mind and mental health, but it's also good for your dopamine receptors and your dopamine regulation. I cannot tell you how important it is. I'm going to end my live video very soon. I need to go. Usually I live for about 22 minutes, but because of timing, unfortunately, I have to end it very soon. So I'm going to talk for about 1 minute and end my live. One advice I would give is get a paper and a pen, as I said. Write everything down. Reflect on it. If you can make any changes, make changes based on the list I've mentioned. There's more lists if you want to search. And, just make effort to change your life. Chasing dopamine is going to destroy your life. But using dopamine through exercise, healthy eating, nature, meditation, that's beneficial. That's productive. That's effort that's required. And I promise you this will change your life. If anyone is watching me, can you guys type in the chat? Because sometimes I'm on live. And I don't know if my live chat even works. Or if anyone can even send a message through the live chat. I've tried my best to see, but I don't know. I've never really got anyone sending me a message through a live chat anyways. Because I'm not even sure if my live chat even can show on someone's screen. Like, I'm just sitting here confused. So if maybe anyone can try to send a message, I just want to see if it even works or not. I don't know if anyone's watching, but just in case, I'm asking you. Because it looks like it's showing 2 people, so I assume that means 2 people are watching. So someone can probably just type in the chat. I don't know. I'm just curious to see if live chat even shows on other people's YouTube page while I'm on live, because I don't really have another device to kind of check that. But anyways, I guess that's probably not going to happen. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my live, and I'll see you guys in another day. Goodbye. I'm going to wait for that one person to leave, because it keeps showing 2. I feel like that's a glitch. Oh, okay, it's still showing 2. Because I can't tell you if it's 2, like if someone's watching me, or it's just a glitch showing 2. I've ended my live. I'm not going to do anything, so these people can just go away. Bye-bye. That's all I want you to talk about. Is someone really watching me? I'm confused. I've been streaming for like 24 days in a row. Damn. And 0 viewers. That's crazy. Life is really difficult. Life is actually so hard, man. Can anyone type in the chat or not? Hello? I think that's a glitch. I don't think two people are actually watching me. Yo. I'm so confused. Is someone watching me? Yes or no? Can you type something in the chat? It looks like there's one person that's watching me. Is there someone watching me? I'm so confused. Someone watching me? Yes or no? Can you type something in the chat? It looks like there's one person that's watching me. Is there someone watching me? I'm so confused. Someone watching me? Yes or no? Can you type something in the chat? Okay, you know what? I think that 2 views that's showing is definitely fake, because why would someone be watching me if I'm not doing anything? Yeah. Baby. Okay, goodbye, guys.